Alrighty, I am live. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good afternoon or evening or whatever time it is for you. Hello, everybody. I am here, and yeah, welcome, everyone. We're here with a special Let's React stream here this afternoon. Actually, yeah, I know it's weird to doing one of these in the afternoon because usually these are usually in the morning as of late, but not this time. This time we are here in the afternoon here, as this is something that's already happened. Yeah, unfortunately this was not live, unfortunately, as it happened, because I think this happened around 7 in the morning my time, I believe, and I'm like, for something that's going to be only slightly over 15 minutes long, I'm like, I'll watch it later and whatnot, so I didn't really want to stay up to watch it, basically, or get up early to watch it. One of the two, really, so, yeah. So I thought I'd come on later this afternoon to come and watch it. And what is that, you may be asking yourselves? It is the Mario Kart World Direct, yes! You know, the most expensive video game the internet is telling you. It's like, what, $90? No, what is it, $80 or something like that? $90? No, it's, I don't remember, but for whatever, regardless, it's pricey. It's the most expensive Mario Kart game ever made. So, yeah, which, by the way, we have seen already a little bit of this game from the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, which was 2 weeks ago already, which thank you for those who joined in with that when I was live for that. Of course, I was pretty excited from everything we saw there. And then we saw some of it at the Treehouse, which the game looked really good, I gotta say, but does it justify its price? That's the big thing here. Is it worth the money that it's asking for? So, yeah, it's 80. Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure how much it was, but yeah. But yeah, because I'm in Canada, so prices are a little bit different, right? So, yeah, so we'll see. And the chat was doing the drop the price thing again. I'm not surprised. They were doing that during the Treehouse and stuff like that, too, so that doesn't surprise me one bit that that's probably been a thing. So, and I doubt they have changed the price or whatever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say that right now. The price has not been changed. I don't think they changed it. So it's unfortunately going to be the same price as it was when it was announced, unfortunately. So yeah, yeah. So I haven't seen this yet. I've not seen much about this direct at all. I've been kind of radio silent. I have not really looked on Twitter or hell, even my Discord if people have posted stuff in there. So I've been kind of a little bit radio silent. So I basically tabbed the link to the video for the direct. So then I didn't have to get spoiled, basically. So yeah. So I'm not sure how many of you have seen it yet. I have not seen it. The only things I've seen for Mario Kart World, excuse me, were the announcement for it on the direct, and then of course the Treehouse stuff. That's as much as I've seen when it's come to this game. So that's really it. So anything new that they've talked about here, I have no information about anything like that. So yeah, there hasn't been much in the Discord. There isn't. Okay. I wasn't sure if anyone was talking about it and whatever. So I haven't really looked because I just didn't want to look just in case because I know some people probably wanted to talk about it and whatever, so which we'll definitely do after we watch it and whatnot. So yeah, it's supposedly about just under 17 minutes in length, so I didn't think this was going to be a very long kind of thing at all. So we could probably just definitely, after we watch it the first time, we can skim through it and talk about stuff for this game and whatever, and see if the game definitely justifies its price. Which, am I gonna get it anyway? Yeah, I mean, I do Mario Kart on the channel. For those that don't know, if you're watching this at a future time, I do Mario Kart content on my my Twitch channel, or now on the YouTube channel as well, because we multi-stream on both platforms. So I definitely do Mario Kart content. I've been doing it since like 2012, I'd like to say. Yeah, 2012 with Mario Kart Wii, and then eventually Mario Kart 8 Wii U, and then transitioned into the Switch version. So yeah. I did wish I could have did Mario Kart 7 content, but that didn't happen, so yeah. We've paid more for less, let's be honest. That is true. That is very, 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 very true. So I can't lie on that. I have definitely done that, so yeah. How much is it gonna be in Canada? supposedly like $100. So it is it's a lot for a video game. It is a lot for a video game. So it's pretty insane. But I have come to the terms that it'll justify itself because it'll be a game I play a lot, right? So I think it'll justify itself for that. So yeah, Canadian prices do suck. Yes, I agree. They absolutely suck. But you know, I feel like for me it'll justify itself because it'll be a game that I play a lot. It just depends how many people will play with me, right? So yeah. If you think that's bad, Canadian prices for Switch 2 are even worse. Yeah, the price for the console itself is like 600 and something. And then if you want the bundle, it's like 700 and something. Unless something has changed. I don't know. I've not read or heard anything if anything's changed. I hope not. So yeah. But if I'm getting the console, I'm just gonna get just the console itself. So I'm not gonna get the bundle. I'm gonna wait for Twitch Pay to get Mario Kart separately, so I think that's my plan for that. So I don't know if I want to pay 700 for the bundle and everything like that. So that maybe it's smarter to definitely do that, but to get the bundle. But yeah, I just don't want to pay $700. I think 600 and whatever is good enough in my opinion. So yeah, which I am jealous of those of you in the US because you guys have it for like $450, which I know some people are even there in the States saying it's pricey, which yeah, it kind of is, but I honestly would have been more okay if it was like $450 here as well. I actually would have been so much better for that too. I would have been so much happier if that's how much it was there. So yeah. Who even knows if it's gonna be $450? I mean, true, your prices might be different too, right? So, yeah. But enough about the price. We're here about the direct for Mario Kart World, right? So we can talk about the price later on here. So, yeah. So we got a direct for Mario Kart World, which again, like I said, we've seen a little bit of it during the Nintendo Switch 2 direct, really, right? So we saw the initial trailer for the game. They talked like maybe like 3 minutes about the game for like 3 modes that are in the game, right? So we have obviously the Grand Prix, which is a mode that's a staple to Mario Kart, right? So every game, Mario Kart's definitely had Grand Prix in the past, but it's a little bit different this time where now you're actually driving to the next track. So after you finish your race on said track, you drive to the next track and then race on that track for a lap, and then you rinse and repeat for the entire Grand Prix and whatnot. So which is a very different change compared to it. Obviously, we know that there's 24 races on the track now, so unlike the last couple games where it's been 12, they've updated it to 24 now. So that's pretty exciting. So that means more people will be able to play, which is great. I mean, the more the merrier, as I like to say, or as a certain robot, a doctor from another franchise would say. But yeah, obviously, and we also know about the knockout mode, which is very cool. I think this will be the best mode in the entire game, I feel. It's something so different compared to what we've gotten before. And if you've played Mario Kart Wii for like custom tracks and stuff like that, you're probably very familiar with this kind of mode. It's basically kind of like a battle royale kind of like mode. So every player's got to reach a specific criteria place. And if you don't reach that place, you're eliminated. So then you're kicked out of the race, and then it's down to those people that made it, and then until the last few number of people to win the whole thing, right? So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And then you basically race on a giant track, because obviously this game is an open world Mario Kart game where every track is connected, right? So you can drive from one track of the world to another, basically, which is kind of sweet. It's kind of like F-Zero 99. Exactly. It's very much like that. So if you played F-Zero 99, it's very much like that, basically. But it's a Mario Kart game and Mario Kart mode, right? So, yeah. And, of course, we also got told that there was a free roam mode, so you can drive the entire map with your friends and whatnot. I don't know how many people you can actually do that with, necessarily. I think we only seen, like, up to, like, 5 on the trailer, at least. So potentially there might be more you can do. If you can go up to 24 for that, that's going to be pretty interesting. So we'll see about that, because we don't really know much about the online features about this game. So I'm assuming this is probably going to discuss a bit of that stuff here. What I'm hoping we see here is obviously some stuff regarding maybe some battle mode news, if that's even in the game here. So Hoping we don't have like another situation where battle mode's excluded again, kind of like with the original Mario Kart Wii, or Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U, where it was like they used the actual tracks as battle mode tracks, and then we got an actual battle mode for the deluxe version, right? So I'm hoping that's not a thing here this time. So that's my big thing. There's probably going to be amiibo support of some way, shape, or form, because there's always amiibo support for games. So I don't even know if the Miis are even going to be in this game for that matter. So that'd be kind of interesting to see if that's a thing, because we got so many characters in this game. There's like, you could be a cow if you wanted to. You could be little bonefish thing from one of like the Bowser's castles. You can be Nabbit from Super Mario Bros. U. There's so many characters you can play as in this game, so it's insane. So, and I assume we'll probably get some more obscure characters here that they haven't shown yet too. I'd be really cool to see like EGAD. He'd be kind of neat. The Donkey Kong characters would be cool because we didn't get any outside of Donkey Kong. We don't really have too many Donkey Kong characters like Diddy Kong or Funky here. So maybe they're here, maybe they're not. Maybe they'll be added post-release. We'll see. Also, Cappy would be pretty sweet too. I would like to see that, and Aluma. That'd be kind of cool too. So, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we get anything about that. Speaking of post-release, that will be the big thing here. Will they talk DLC? I know people are going to be absolutely livid if they mention something about DLC during this, because if people find out that you have to pay stuff for DLC, I think that'll be. I think people are going to be a little upset about that. I'm hoping this is just copium here. This is a game where they'll actually do free updates for the game, especially with the price they're asking for. I'm hoping that is a thing here. If they don't talk about DLC here, we're probably going to have to wait another day for that, because I have to think there's going to be updates and stuff for this game post-release, obviously. So it'd be kind of awesome. This time around, you don't have to pay for the DLC, or it's bundled with the expansion pass. That would be cool too if you had to pay for it, because I have the expansion pass, and if it's bundled into it, by all means, that's fine with me. But I would personally prefer if it's free, like small updates, kind of like what Splatoon 2 or Splatoon games got, like for updates, right? Like little things like that would be kind of what I'm looking for here this time around. I was okay with paying it for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because it was years after the release, and it was actually a pretty fair price for it at the time. So this game, on the other hand, with how much it is and and how big the game is, I feel like there's not really much more tracks you could add. But if they were to do like DLC for paid DLC, I think you would have to do like another map, right? Like a whole other map you could drive on, right? So that's the only way I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. You'd have to pay for that. But if it's just little areas onto the map they already have, then that's fine. Like that should be free in my personal opinion. But again, we don't know. We don't know. I don't really know for sure if that's going to be here at all. So I'm hoping that the open world has more things to do too. Like they'll talk about that. Like, is there like a story mode or a mission mode? That would be great. A mission mode for like from like Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart DS, if you remember that. For anyone that played that, there was a mission mode in that game. I'm hoping that's the same thing that's in this game as well. I think we've gone through a few Mario Kart games where there hasn't been a mission mode, so I'm hoping that this has it. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah. But enough predicting and whatnot, because there's so much stuff I could predict and whatnot. But I think we'll just let the video itself do the talking for us, shall we? I think that'll be good enough. So I think we'll transition over here to the big screen and see what they got here. So yeah. So like I said, this is been out for a few hours now. I'm a little late to the party, obviously. But we are here to watch it. And if you're watching this after the fact on the YouTube archives, make sure to give the video a like for more, if you enjoyed my reaction. Subscribe for more. Definitely look forward to future Let's Reacts to probably the Xbox Showcase, Summer Game Fest, another Nintendo Direct post Switch 2 release. There will be many reactions coming up here on the channel in the future for sure. So yeah, and also make sure to check us out on both platforms, on YouTube or Twitch. We welcome you. We welcome you. We want to see more of you in that chat down over there. It's a little quiet because we have a lot of us over on the left side there. So for those of you on the YouTube side, definitely come on by. Come on by. We're trying to grow over there too. So yeah. But yeah, without further ado, let's check out the Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World Direct here. So let's see what they got cooking here, shall we? So without further ado, let's go. All right, here we go. Mario Kart 8. It's stuck in my brain. All right. Got some costumes in that, which I think we'll see a lot more of that. Oh, hopefully we see Rainbow Road here as well.
Drivers, start your engines.
Ooh, I like the theme.
Welcome to the Mario Kart World game. Available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
Looks nice though. The game does look pretty nice.
You? In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix.
Hey, there's a Pianta.
But why stop there? Across cities,
I think I've done that though. There's the cow.
a desert,
Ooh.
and even the ocean.
Oh, look at that
You
Daisy
can drive
outfit.
virtually
Looking
everywhere in
good.
this fully interconnected world.
That Daisy fit.
Races are held on courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world.
God
And
damn.
you can freely drive between them.
See, like I said, the entire
There's a
world's
lot in
connected.
store, and we're only at the starting line. Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you.
All right. Hey, there's
Here we go.
Sky High Sunday from the booster course pass. Let's take a look at some courses here.
Courses are found throughout the world.
This one looks cool.
Inspired by their surrounding region.
Oh, that one looks great too. That also looks great.
Let's take a look at some of the new courses to explore. Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit.
Mario Brothers Circuit. Okay. Yeah, this is like the Mario Kart Stadium in the game.
Cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it. See the sights and structures of
Crown City. Yeah, we've seen this one.
You can even soar in style down Main Street.
Looking like New York.
Drift along the rapid waterways of Salty Speedway.
Salty Speedway. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of salt happening here. I can already tell.
Stay cool in the snowy trails of Starkey
Ooh, like
Peak.
a Rosalina themed stage. That's cool.
Just don't slip off while soaking up the scenery. Have a spirited showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo Cinema. It's a whole
Oh,
new
that's
kind
sick.
of
That's actually a
drive-in
cool
theater.
track, actually. That's actually kind of sick.
And
I like that
in
idea.
addition to
It's like
lots
a
of new courses,
black and white film.
there's Toad's Factory.
Yay! It did make it in the booster
Peach
course
Beach.
pass. Oh, and that's a good one, too.
Wario
And that's a
Shipyard,
good one as well.
and
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here. But now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world, where races can happen during the day or at night.
That's cool. Yeah, it's the Pingus Rocky, as people say, yeah. Characters? Okay, let's see. Anybody
Race as
new?
familiar characters like Mario,
I never heard of him
Luigi.
before. I've never heard of him.
Peach,
I never heard of her
Bowser.
either. Nope, never heard of him.
and Yoshi.
I especially don't know who him either.
Plus new drivers
Yo,
like
that's
Goomba,
sick. A freaking Goomba.
Spike.
Oh, Spike's here too? Oh, that's
and
awesome, yeah.
That's right, Cow.
Yeah, Cal.
Even more new racers are waiting
Oh, look
and
at me.
ready to roll.
Wait.
Even
Why are you so small? You like, hi everyone. Freaking Matrix.
more new racers are waiting and ready
Oh
to
wait,
roll.
hold on. Let's see. Hold on, go back here for a second.
More new
There's a piranha plant. We got a hammer bro. The crab. Wiggler's there. Oh, the Cataquag. Look, guys, there he is. There's the Cataquag. He's playable right there. There he is.
racers are waiting and,
And
ready to roll.
Pianta. And we got those little mole guys too. Okay. That thing is a playable character from I think 3D World, so that's interesting.
Select your character. Choose your vehicle. Then
Yeah,
you're
alright, so that
off
we
to
don't
the
have like
races.
custom wheels and that. It's just you pick a vehicle
Characters
now.
and vehicles each have different
Which,
stats.
which is
so
fine.
make
They
sure
go back
find
to the old
combo
ways,
that
which I
best
think is
suits
fine.
you.
I think that's fine.
There are two main styles of race revving up in this world: Grand Prix and Knockout Tour.
Yay.
In both modes, up to 24 drivers can participate.
That's insane.
The most in series history. Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for
Baby
cars that
Goomba?
shoot
Yeah, we need
bullet
baby
bills,
characters
attacks from Hammer
for
Brothers,
everybody.
and
Look at my
other
son right
obstacles
there.
along the way.
Look at him.
Attacks from
Unless I'm not sure. Wait, who is that even? I don't even. Is that Toad? I don't even know if that's Toad. But I noticed something right there. Watch when he hits the car.
Hammer Brothers.
He like tips over. That's interesting.
Try to steer clear.
Interesting. Ooh.
And now, get ready for Grand
New
Prix
intro
with
song?
Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix races are held all around the game's world. You'll race through 4 different courses in each cup and aim
It's
for
gotten
the top
larger. He
spot.
sure has.
In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit.
Yeah. Like I said, you start
While
off on the
the
track,
second race
and
will
then
take
you
you
make
from
your next
Mario
way to the
Brothers
next track.
Circuit
Yeah.
to Crown
That's how
City.
Grand Prix works, which is cool, actually. It's different.
For the first time, you'll need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix.
Yep. You
So
make your way
don't
to the
sleep
next
at
track.
The wheel. And if you conquer all Grand Prix Cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
Rainbow Road.
Next up
Yeah.
is a new mode.
Not gonna show it.
Knockout Tour.
Interesting.
From Golden Rally to Ice Rally and more. These extended races take you from one end of the world to the other. Get ready
This
for a
mode looks
sprint.
fun. I gotta say, this mode looks
You've
fun.
got to place if you want to stay in the race. Speed towards checkpoints
Say, Andy,
throughout
yes.
the world. If you don't
Well,
make
not
the cut,
anymore, but yes.
you're out of the running.
Yeah, so you have to make 8th right there, for example.
Buckle
If you're
up.
under that,
the
then you're
competition
out.
gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints. You've got to drive to survive in Knockout Tour. So keep your eyes on the prize and aim for first
Ooh,
place.
that's a cool track. That's cool. It gives the person the crown who's in the lead. That's kind of cool. Oh, this is what I like to know.
Items can drastically change the outcome of a race. Here are some new items that'll help you out.
Is that Moo Moo Meadows? Damn, it
Coin
looks great.
shell.
Coin shell.
When you throw a coin shell, coins will appear. Now's your chance to grab them. Just don't let your rivals cash in
Interesting. The
first.
tax shell. Yeah, there it is
Ice
right
flower.
there. Ice flower.
With the ice
Oh,
flower,
cool. Again,
you
ice
can
flower.
freeze out rivals and send them spinning.
Does it make you like
Aim the hammer
slippery
in an
after a
arc,
while? Ooh,
and
hammer bro hammers.
nailed it.
Okay, that's
Hammers
new.
also stay on the course for a short time and can be used
Damn,
to
that's got
block
a
off rivals.
range, man. That's got a
Mega
range.
mushroom.
Yeah,
With the mega
it's
mushroom,
back,
go
baby.
big,
It's
so your
freaking
rivals
back.
will go home.
The mega shroom is back,
Feather.
which is great.
Use
And the
the feather
feather
to
is actually
jump
now
up
in
and
the
avoid
actual
attacks.
races now. That's interesting.
You may even discover some unexpected routes.
Ooh, okay, that's cool actually. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Comic. With Comic's magic, your rivals will transform. What other mysterious effects will happen?
What the?
Just see for yourself.
Turn everybody into
The lower your placement, the more likely
the football
you are to
guy?
find
That's
items
funny.
that'll turn the tables. So when you get items, go for it.
Oh, I like that lightning effect though too.
And if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way.
That definitely confirms the dinosaur track.
These include smart steering,
Okay.
which helps you stay on the course.
From Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, yeah, that's back, yeah.
Tilt controls, where you can
I'm
hold the
using
Joy-Con
tilt
2
controls.
controller horizontally and use motion controls to steer. And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like you're really driving.
Oh, they have a wheel for it too. I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
Ooh, how about a quick break? A
Rosalie's
snack
bus
sounds
tours.
good right about now. Hey, look, it's a drive-through. Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go. Dash food.
cool.
Take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal. Eat some sushi and... Whoa, nice
cute.
threads. Once unlocked,
There's
these
Explorer
outfits can be
Toad.
selected from the
There's we got Captain Toad, Captain Toadette, and we got Explorer, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, Baby Rosalina. That's funny.
character selection screen. Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find?
Oh, Pirate
Take a pit stop
Wario.
and check out these
Chips.
drive-thrus all around the world.
Oh, Cowboy Mario's pretty cool.
That was a nice detour. Now let's get back to the
Ice Cream
action.
Toadette. Oh, that's a cool looking Luigi outfit, actually.
Let's introduce some new tricks that'll help you ace each race.
Rail grinding.
Charge jump. You
or
can
charge
now
jump.
use a charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
Huh, interesting. That's different.
Use this to leap over obstacles. Grind along power lines. And dodge attacks from your rivals. And if you jump toward a wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
Oh, that's sick. There's like new sections to Toad. Whoa, that's actually sick. Wait a minute, that's actually sick.
Chain some tricks together, and you may even reach
You can't even do that in the original of that
so
tracks. That's
close.
kind of sick.
Almost there. Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind.
Wait, what? You can
This
just
will
do
return
that?
your vehicle to its original position. Nice.
There's a rewind feature?
This
That's
can come
probably
in
for
handy when
offline,
mapping
though,
out
I'm
how to
assuming.
Best approach a course.
Man, we're Tony
Keep
Hawking
in
up
mind,
here
though,
in Mario
your
Kart.
rivals will still move normally when you rewind, so don't lose your lead.
I'm assuming that, wait, what did that say? Hold on, what did that say down there? Can be used in free roam when playing races. Oh, okay. So it's not going to work online. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. I was like, there's no way they would allow that online.
Want to take a
Oh, here we
spin
go.
in even
Here we go.
more
This is what I want to
races?
hear.
In time trials, it's you against the clock.
Okay, we got time
Here,
trials.
you can
I
race
figured
without
that. That's
any
much,
other
yeah.
competitors. And if you go online,
Guys,
you
that's
can
Wario
download and
Stadium
compete
from Mario
against
Kart
Ghost
64.
data from racers
Look how good it
around the
looks.
world.
What a glow up. Oh yeah, there was the beat
Customize
dash,
the
wasn't it?
rules of the road in Versus Race. You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course.
Oh, thank God.
Or
Okay, cool.
You can
So
choose to
okay,
drive the
yeah. So you
distance
can
from
play
one
just the
course
regular
to
track
another.
instead of having to drive to the next track. Okay,
You
I
can
like
even
that.
take
I like
the road
that.
less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour.
Yeah. That's cool. That's good.
Up to 24
Three
drivers can now
4
compete
teams?
in 2, 3,
What?
or even 4 teams.
What? 4
Group up
teams?
and get ready to put the pedal to the metal.
Oh, that means if battle mode has that, that's kind of sick if that's the case.
Next up, Battle Mode. Pop off locally or online in Balloon Battle. Use items to burst your rivals' balloons. Pop them all and your rivals out. And Coin Runners, where you can go for the
coin
gold
runners.
by collecting the most coins.
Oh, snooze runners, let's
Race
go.
or battle, enjoy whatever drives you.
Oh, good. There's actual like battle mode tracks. Cool. That's good to see. Wait, that's it? You're not gonna talk about more of them? Where are the
When you're not
okay?
racing, you can enjoy free roam and go wherever
Okay.
your heart takes
Kind
you.
of just skipped over that.
No roads? No problem. Ride the rivers. See the
This
seas.
looks fun. There's the free roam. Yeah, this looks really fun. Is there more to
Drive
do
the
than just
desert.
free roaming? That's what I would like to know.
Or jump off from way up here.
Oh, that's
You
sick.
can go wherever you like.
That's pretty fun.
Even to the edges of the world.
Just big jumps off.
Hey, there's a P-switch over there.
Oh, okay. So there's stuff you can definitely
Hit
do. Okay.
hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to start missions. By completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of races.
Okay, good. There's missions in the
There
thing.
are also hidden coins,
Each medallion. What's that do?
hidden panels, and more. So take the scenic route and explore.
Oh, I will explore. Don't you worry.
Also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you like.
Oh, that's cool. You can pick the pose, too. Oh, that's awesome.
Look at the camera. Choose a frame to decorate, and nice. That one's a winner.
Okay. Fun with everyone as is online. App won't, no.
If one person has Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system.
That's cool. Good, you're still doing local multiplayer. That's good.
The game also supports local wireless play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way.
Okay. How about online? Can we go up to 24?
And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race or battle in online play.
Good, okay. Play online with friends online, okay. Oh, I like that. You could actually just drive around while you wait for people.
This is where you'll wait while your friends join you.
That's awesome. That's actually kind of awesome. Just standing instead of standing on like a map on the globe. I actually like that.
Yep. You can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location.
That's cool.
Battle or race with custom rules.
Oh, good. There's custom rules. Okay, good.
Or just go for a ride together. Make this road trip your own. You can also take photos together along the way, if that's more your speed.
Little artwork of the original game. That's cute. With game chat. Don't worry, I will not be using game chat.
Enjoy an expanded
I have
experience
Discord.
by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Check this out. Nice. Are you kidding me?
Or take a back seat and watch each other's
Oh, you can be the
game
big truck?
screens.
That's awesome.
If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, you can enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together. Who's close by? Wait, who just passed me? You'll be able to tell in an instant. Hey, Michelle.
That's interesting. That's
Bullseye.
interesting that they would use the camera for this game.
And when playing together in person on the same system, a single camera can detect up to 4 people's faces.
That's kind of cool, actually.
And get ready to face off with your friends.
Camera's kind of nuts if it could do that. Guessing that's it. That cute toad costume. The snowman!
A transcontinental race.
Wait, what?
around
You can
the
be the
world
helicopter?
is just around the corner in Mario Kart World. Available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
Limited production through fall 2025. Interesting. And that's it? Interesting. There wasn't really a lot new, I will say. Maybe a little bit some new stuff, but nothing too new. Interesting. That's it. Yeah, that is it. For 15 minutes, well, it was slightly over 15 minutes. It was under 17. Nothing crazy, but looks good. Yeah, it looks good. So the only new confirmation things that we got were obviously like what was it? The modes here, like this, like the time trial, the team race, and then battle mode. Which it doesn't look like there will be Shine Thief, at least. I don't know. That's what it looks like, at least. It only looks like we have Balloon Battle and Coin Runners. I hope we get like other battle modes. like Deluxe did, you know, like bombs only, Renegade, maybe Shine Thief. That would be nice, because yeah, it would be a little unfortunate if it's just those two battle modes. Because yeah, from what it looks like from the little icon, that looks like that's really it. So I don't know. I feel like that's a little underwhelming for the battle mode. It's just that, unfortunately. But I guess the idea is they're trying to more focus on the actual racing than the battle mode. But you know, it is what it is. I'm thinking that Nintendo will do the long approach with this game. I hope they constantly like get updates for it, because that would be great. I hope they don't just like do like a few updates and then it's like, all right, job done. So hopefully we get like a lot of content for this game, because that will be that'd be good. That'd be smart. And they didn't talk about DLC, so we don't even know what their plan is for that. If it's going to be paid or if it's actually going to be free updates and whatnot. So who knows how they're going to be doing that exactly? Because I have to think that's going to be a thing. So yeah. So. Oh yeah, I guess the rewind feature is also new too. That's something I didn't know about either. But it looks like it's only used for like single player stuff, like offline stuff. So if you're doing it to practice like speed running tracks or time trialing tracks, there's nothing wrong with that feature, I don't think. Right? So you're practicing like doing specific like routes and stuff like that. So I think I think the rewind thing's fine. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that at all. The charge jump is kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I think this will be very cool tech, actually, to kind of master the charge jump. I think that's kind of fun, actually. So I guess when you're charging your charge jump, do you get like the sparks underneath your feet too? Yes, you do. Okay, so it's like drifting, basically. It's basically the drift button, but you're just charging your jump, which is kind of cool. It's gonna be fun finding like all these different like routes you can definitely take too. So that'll be interesting. It's a training tool, if anything. Yeah, literally. Yeah, that's all that really that is. This is kind of sick though. I'm gonna be honest. Being able to like drive off track and then just drive on the wall like that is kind of sick. Actually, that's actually kind of cool. Like, look how many like ways you could probably take a track too. Like there's probably so many routes to a track, which is very exciting. Unlike previous games where it's like it's the same route every time, and maybe with an occasional mushroom shortcut and stuff like that. Here it's like you could take the wall like up to a higher vantage point and stuff like that. There's so many different optional routes you can take it, which is kind of neat, I will say. There's so much shortcut potential in this game. It's actually kind of insane. So it makes that kind of exciting too, in a sense. It'll keep the tracks kind of fresh for years to come, right? Because you'll be trying different like routes and stuff on tracks, which is nice. What I do like also as well for online, you can play the tracks 3 laps on the traditional track, right? So you don't have to actually do what the Grand Prix offline does, where you have to drive to the next track. So there's no like intermission racing to the next track, right? You can actually just play the tracks 3 laps each, or however many laps there. So I like that. I like that. I'm happy that that's a they have that as a feature. So in case it gets kind of repetitive to do the intermission race, I actually do like that they just they have the feature where you can go on you can just play on every track at least 3 laps each and whatever, right? So that's cool. And I really like the waiting room where it's no longer like you have your Mii's like standing on a giant world map, right? I kind of prefer that you can actually just drive around the map and stuff like that, which is great. Battle mode, like I said, if it's just these 2 modes, I mean, it's kind of a little underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. Regardless of what your opinions are on the other modes, like if you don't like Shine Thief or Renegade, personally, I'd rather them be here. This feels kind of half-ass for the battle mode. I'm sorry. but it is. I'm just hoping that they'll add other battle modes as the life goes on, because if that's really it for battle mode, that's a little underwhelming. I'm gonna be really disappointed on that. Yes, you should shut up about Renegades, Spencer. You should. And it should be in this game. I'm sorry to tell you, but it should. It absolutely should. I like that there's the actual battle mode maps, but just like, what's the point if there's only just regular balloon battle and then coin runners, right? Like, I don't know. To me, that's a little underwhelming on the battle mode side of things. I'm glad to see that the free roam actually has a purpose to it. So that is good to see. I was just worried it was just going to be you just drive around and then that's kind of it. So I'm glad the free roam actually has a purpose to it, where you're actually looking around and finding things like, looks like there's coins. I'm not sure what these peach tokens do. And then there's like actual like little mission things you can do as well, which is kind of nice. So there are some things here that I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm glad that there's more to it than just driving around. Because I was a little worried that it was just, yeah, you could just drive around just to practice, like, finding shortcuts and stuff for Grand Prix or, like, whatchamacallit, Knockout Tour, right? So I'm glad that there's more to it than just that. So, yeah. I don't know if we've gotten the whole roster here for this game. Maybe there's been more characters they showed here. I just didn't see anybody new. Most of these characters, for the most part, have been shown in the treehouse footage and everything like that too. So maybe there's hidden characters still. I don't know. But obviously, we know that Rainbow Road's here once you beat all the Grand Prix. So is it not part of an actual cup? I wonder. But I'm kind of glad at the same time that they're keeping Rainbow Road kind of a mystery. That's actually a good thing. I'm okay with them actually making that. They're not showing it here, which is good. Which is good. I'm glad that they aren't doing that. So interesting. I don't know if there's been any other info they haven't talked about here that's been put on like Twitter or anything like that, unless I missed some stuff. There's the Rob bike. Wait, where's that? Did I miss that? I don't think I must have missed it. Was somebody driving it or using it here? I didn't catch it. Peach was posing with it? Wait. No, not that one. No. It's in the character select. Okay, let me go back there then. Oh, right here. Okay, perfect. This place is actually good to see it. I just want to say, I freaking love baby Rosalina with the long like sleeves on her little jacket there. That's cute. Let's see. Didn't really show it there. Okay, was there another? Oh, here we go. There's more. No, I didn't see it there. Okay, hold on. Was there another part that showed that? Give me a sec. Oh, right here. Okay. Oh, hold on. No, didn't show it there. Okay. No. But it looks like there's unlockable vehicles. That's cool. So I wonder how you unlock that. Is it going to be the same like with coins, I wonder? We'll find. I'll have to find out. Let's see. And interesting, I know some people are probably mad about this, that the costumes are now separate characters. Oh, right, there it is, right here. Here it is. It's right there. There's the Rob bike right there. I see it. Okay, there it is. There it is. Actually, there's actually a few vehicles here that are from like other games. Like this B one, that's from like Mario Kart 7, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Mario Kart, there's some interesting ones. Rob got turned into a bike. Bro will never be playable again unless he is playable, and then he can ride this too. Again, I don't know. We don't know if this is the full roster that we've seen here, right? So there could be more characters, which I'm hoping for. How you unlock them is probably by like eating food and whatever, or getting hit with the Kamek, right? That's probably how you unlock specific characters and stuff like that. Oh yeah, Big Donut from Mario Kart 64. That's cool. Cool to see that. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I'm a little upset on the battle mode side of things. I will be honest. I'm hoping that they'll add more modes to it. But knowing Mario Kart, they're mainly going to focus on like just the actual racing, which is fine. It's usually what I prefer to, but only the 2 modes kind of is a little disappointing. What else was there to really see here? Online play, yeah. Which is confirmed that you can do up to 24, so that's good. I like that, again, I've already talked about this. I like that you can actually just drive around the map while you're waiting for people to join. So that's cool. So that means 24 people can drive around in your little game with you while you're waiting. That's kind of awesome, actually. So very, very cool. Very, very cool. That is kind of awesome. I really like the new art style for Mario. It looks great. The art style is great. And we got the camera. Yeah. Is there anything on the website at all? Let's see. Maybe there was more info on the game there. Because usually they like to drop info on the game following that. Let's bring this over here, actually. Pretty much about the same. There's 24 rate. Okay, free roam. Yeah. Okay. What if what if I changed it to Canada for a minute here? Hold on, let me fix that real quickly here. Oh, I guess there's not a Canadian site. Fair enough. Or I can change region. Here we go. No, it's just going to take me back there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. There's no such thing called a Canadian website. Okay. Fair enough. That would be cool if you could change the weather as well. That would be interesting. At 8:49. Oh yeah, it's like snow. Wait. It's snowing item boxes. Wait a minute. What the heck? I just realized that now too. Yeah, I didn't even notice that the first time. Yeah, it's like snowing all these item boxes now, actually. That has to be a Kamek ability, right? Like the Kamek item that they were talking about, where it's like it can like cause like your character to change its look or something like that. That's got to be what that can do. That's got to be what that is. Man, Toad Factory is looking kind of great, I gotta say. Such. I'm not sure what track this is supposed to be. Can't really tell if that's a retro course. I can't tell. That's definitely a new one. Actually, yeah. Let's see what they showed here for the tracks here. Yeah, we've seen, like I said, we've seen that one. We saw that one before. That one I think we've seen as well in footage, but not too much of it. This one looks pretty cool too. How does do anything other than peck the ground with forces? Well, same thing can be said about a Goomba. How the hell does he steer the steering wheel when he's only just legs? It's interesting that this is Peach Beach. It does, like, this didn't even look like Peach Beach originally. Water Shipyard looks great, actually. I love how it looks here. That's Mario Circuit from the SNES. From what people were saying, like, this one's like a combination of all the SNES Mario circuits, and they mixed it all into like one track, which is kind of cool. That's kind of cool if that's what the idea is for that one. That's kind of sweet. This track looks kind of cool too. This one right here, this one looks cool with the leaves and everything. That looks cool. That's definitely Moo Moo Meadows. Oh yeah, there's a Cheep Cheep. I didn't even know you could play Cheep Cheep. I didn't even see that. Yeah, so it's like, how the hell is like a Cheep Cheep even race? Here's another thing. How does Cheep Cheep even race? For that matter, how the hell does a Cataquack even race? Does he use his mind to, like, turn the vehicle? Wouldn't surprise me if that's the case. Um... Seeing anything there? Yeah, not seeing anything new like that came out after the direct at all. It seems like it's pretty much everything that we saw. What's the thoughts? It was good. There wasn't really a whole lot of new necessarily that we've already saw. They kind of really explained the most of it during the previous direct. That's really it. I mean, there was, not to say there wasn't any new stuff like at all. There was a few new things, but there is one disappointment I have with the game. While it does have battle mode, it's just balloon battle and coin runners, and then that's it. That's my only big little disappointment from this. Which I'm hoping that maybe they'll add more modes and whatever. But yeah, it's very underwhelming on that. But there is like mission modes and stuff like that in the free roam, so that's pretty great. I will give free roam a little bit more credit because I was a little worried on this mode, but there is actually mission modes you can do in this, which is kind of great. It's like, hey, go collect blue coins in this specific amount of time, which is cool. Or get to the goal in a certain amount of time or whatever. I feel like we've been getting less and less battle modes throughout the games. Yeah. Yeah. But also the cool thing about the free roam too, like when you do like online with friends, the lobby isn't you're just standing on a map anymore or like the globe anymore. You can actually drive around the entire the map in this game while you're waiting for friends to connect, and they can actually join you in the lobby, just driving around or whatever, right? So, which is very cool. And then you can also play the tracks 3 laps each, like traditionally, or you can play them. I guess like how like you go from like one area to the next track, basically. So yeah, so the open world lobby is kind of cool, though. I will give that. It's better than just standing and waiting for friends and just not doing anything. I think that's a little bit more interesting. Do I think it's worth the price tag? For people that don't like Mario Kart or don't play it as often like I do, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's very tough to say. For people that like Mario Kart and play it all the time, yeah, yes, I believe so. I believe so. For people that are just casually play it, it's really hard to say. Because on one hand, I feel like there's a lot of content put into the game for like its open world stuff. But if you're only someone that would play like a little bit, it's hard to really say if it is or not. I don't know. Might be a hard sell. That's just my opinion on that. I feel like there needed to be something else here to really justify its price. I'll be honest. Something feels like it needed to be here that's not here that could have justified it for probably the casual consumer, I think. For me, obviously, since I play Mario Kart all the time, I of course it'll justify because I'll play probably like every week or whatever, right? So I'm fine with it, even though it's not the best price in the world, but it'll justify itself since I play it every week, right? So that's kind of my stance on it. But yeah, for anybody else really that doesn't really play Mario Kart very often or whatever, then yeah, it's gonna be a harder sell. There, like I said, there is something that I feel like there's something missing to this. But I guess it's one of these kind of games where it's like you kind of have to like have it in your hands to kind of get an idea. It's hard to really say for sure because I don't know. I think there's a lot of cool stuff in this game from what I'm seeing. Like some of the new tech you can do in this game is actually kind of cool. The tracks look pretty fun. Like just driving around the whole map just seems like it's a fun time actually. That's kind of what I'll say. But I will not disagree with people's opinions if they're saying it's not or whatever. But yeah, because this direct doesn't really give you much new, right? It's a lot of whatever like we've heard and seen stuff from the direct and the treehouse about this. The wall riding's kind of sick. Yeah, I think so too. Like there's a jump button now, which is kind of cool, and you can use it to like charge like for boost and stuff. I feel like that could get exploited though. I'm gonna now that I'm thinking about it, like charging your jump, I feel could be a little bit of an exploit just to keep turbo boost from like drift boost and stuff like that happening. Unless they nerf it when you're jumping compared to like drifting, then that's fine. But I feel like that could be exploited now that I'm thinking about it. I think battle mode has been fluctuating between 2 and 4 unless you're like Super Mario Kart. Yeah, yeah. I mean, for those games, I'm not too upset over that. It's Mario Kart. People are gonna learn to exploit something. True. There's gonna be a meta for sure. Absolutely, there's gonna be a meta. So there's gonna be exploits for sure. For sure. Actually, was there? Let me go back for a second here when he was customizing like items on rules and stuff like that. Where was that? Oh, right here, yeah. Oh, that's for auto acceleration and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Let me go back to that for a second. Vertical camera and horizontal camera. That's interesting. Auto use item is I didn't see this stuff here. There's auto use item, there's vertical camera and horizontal camera. Interesting. Auto use item is interesting. That's interesting. I'd rather just use my item like manually, but I guess I could see maybe like normies or just people that don't play Mario Kart or not good at Mario Kart having a lot of those features, but you know. I thought there was like something that like showed like setting up rules for online. Was it here? Hold on, let me see. But yeah, it's cool. Okay, that's good to know that like for yeah. But I'm glad that like up to 24 people can drive around the world with you, which is actually kind of awesome. Actually, can I do now? I'm wondering, can I actually do the mission mode while I'm in lobby? Right? Is that a thing? Because if that's a thing, that's kind of cool. If you can do that online too, that'd be awesome if you can. They don't have the room thing. I thought they showed that. Am I going insane? I thought they showed that on here. Was it under versus? Oh, here it is. Here it is. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not crazy. It's actually here. Okay. Okay, we have teams, which we saw you can go up to 4 teams in a race. Items, I'm not sure what the item modes are. Did they switch them? No, they didn't switch them. Computer difficulty, core selection open, class. I don't even know if there's 200cc in the game either. Like, there's just a lot they didn't really show that's originally in 8 Deluxe that's in this too, right? It's gonna be like Smash Bros. Where you could turn off all items and only play one stage. Yep. But I have to think there's probably a frantic mode and stuff like that. People in the demos who don't know how to use items. Yeah, I kept watching people that were playing the game at like the Switch 2 events of it. It's like, holy crap! There's no way people are this bad at Mario Kart. There's absolutely no way. It was actually kind of like it was like, oh brother. I will say, like, just doing this looks pretty fun. Just driving off a giant cliff and flying right into the water, like, that's kind of cool. That's pretty fun. Yeah, I'll definitely have fun with driving around the world. But that again, this is just me, my opinion. I can't really. I can only use so much to definitely like convince convince people, but yeah, it's a bit of a tough sell for its price. Oh yeah, there was no Mii's as well, which is interesting. No, Mii's are not even in the game. That means no items, Rainbow Road. Well, I can't do it right now because this game's not out, but you know. Hmm. Not much really else to really say at the moment. I think I kind of glossed over everything really here at the moment. I guess we could talk about the items. I guess again, I didn't really talk about that, but yeah, there's some new ones here that aren't in 8 Deluxe. There's probably some of these are probably from Tour. I think this coin shell is from Tour because I think I remember when I played a little bit of Tour, this was an item in that, so it's interesting. I'm guessing you could probably hit people with it too. The ice flower, which I'm wondering will, because I know the fire flower is also in the game, so now we have the ice flower. I wonder if you get hit by that, will it make it so then you're slippery for like a few seconds after you got hit? Will be interesting. The Hammer Bro one looks pretty interesting. It's got a long range too, man. And I'm glad to see the Mega Mushroom coming back. That's a great one to see. I've been kind of clamoring that for a while. And the feather being here is kind of cool. I like that the feather can be used for like, you can even use it for like shortcut potential like this, which is kind of great. Like, look at that. That's cool. That's cool as hell with the with that. And poor Kamek has been reduced to an item. He was playable in Deluxe, and now he's reduced to being a an item, which is a little unfortunate. I feel like he should have been playable, and you could have did like a Wonder Flower for what Kamek is doing, right? At least that's what I feel, at least. I think that could have been a better idea than making Kamek an item. He should have been playable. Have Kamek playable, and then use like the Wonder Flower from Mario Wonder, and then have what he's doing with that when you grab one or get one, right? At least that's what I feel, at least. I think that would have been a better idea. The food thing is interesting, but what happens after you get all the costumes? Are they just speed boosts? Is that all it is? Yeah, because it looks like you get a speed boost from using it. So yeah, So after you get everything, it looks like it's just the speed boost after that. But I will give one thing here. I am agreeing with a lot of people I'm seeing on Twitter here for the character selection screen. These costumes should be like when you pick like that character, right? Like, let's say you picked Mario, right? Then you get like all the costumes that he has in the game after you click them, right? They shouldn't be like taking separate slots, at least I don't think, because now it makes the roster look like it's like way more people than it actually is, right? I don't know. I think that that's how it should have been, personally, because now you're making the roster look like it's large when it actually really isn't. When most of these are just going to be costumes. Yeah, I thought maybe, because I saw that during like people when they were demoing the game, I thought maybe it was just because this is just the build of the game and they'll have that fixed, changed for the final release. No, it is not, and I feel like that's it's not a great decision on the character selection screen. I think that should be they should be like you pick a character and then you get like a menu after that with all the skins for said character, and then you can pick that said costume once you have it unlocked, right? It's like when you picked Yoshi, Shy Guy, Birdo, for example, in Mario Kart Deluxe. You picked them, and then you got to pick like their color after that, right? I don't know why they feel like they need to make them all separate characters on the character select screen, right? I don't know. It like makes it more bloated than it needs to be, right? I don't know. Am I crazy for thinking that? But I don't know. Feels a little unnecessary. It makes the roster look larger than it actually really is. So that's my problem I have with that. But yeah. The game does look fun though. I'm gonna say that. It does look fun. Definitely looks like definitely a breath of fresh air from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I still love, don't get me wrong. And I'll still be playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe along with this game too, but there just seems to be a lot of more interesting stuff here. even if the price may not justify itself for a lot of people, I think there's just a lot more going on here with the open world to drive around in and stuff like that. And yeah, I will say that. Like I said, the only nitpicks and complaints I have are just the lack of battle modes, really. It's just the 2 battle modes, that's really it. That's really not ideal. But the knockout mode and stuff like that, if that's the reason for that, is because of the knockout mode and stuff like that, I mean, I guess I can understand. But I'm still hoping for post-release they'll add more battle modes because, yeah, it's a little unfortunate if that's it. I feel like Shine Thief and stuff like that should be in this game. Okay, could you imagine like a 24-player Shine Thief mode? That sounds fucking crazy. That sounds fucking insane. But yeah. Also, yeah, the UI for the character select screen is a little bloated because of how it's handled. Again, I feel like picking a character like Mario, for example, and then once you've unlocked his costume, he should be able to pick the costume from picking Mario instead of it being a separate character. But, you know, it is what it is. Other than that, I don't think anything else is really too terrible here. It's just, again, the price that they're asking for the game is going to be a hard sell for a lot of people, I think. Again, for me, yeah, it sucks. It's going to be like $100 and something here, probably, most likely. But it's like, I play Mario Kart almost on a regular basis every week, so it's probably going to justify its price point for me as the more I play this game, right? So, because there's probably just a lot to do in the game for the open world stuff too that they're not really showing, right? So they only show like a little small snippet of it here, right? So, and plus it's got online, you can do all this other stuff too, so they are giving you a lot of stuff you can definitely do with it. But for the casual player, yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder to say, why should I get this when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has all of this and this and this, which, yeah, I get it. I completely understand. So, but I'm just hoping that this is definitely a game they don't, like, give up on, right? Like it's out, and then they do a little bit of few updates, and then that's it. I'm really hoping that there's going to be a lot added to it post-release and whatnot. Whether if it's free updates, which I think would be the better idea, or if they do, like, if they're doing a actual DLC in that, if the DLC is to make like a whole new map to drive around and stuff like that with other tracks and stuff, I mean, I understand, but if it's just small updates that are being paid for, then I think that's not going to be smart, in my opinion. I think they, if it's small updates, they need to definitely make it so then that are free, personally, at least. And hopefully we get more characters here because, yeah, there's no other like characters like Diddy or Funky, stuff like that. Because while it's cool to see all these little other neat little characters and stuff like that, I feel like the staple characters that were in like other Mario Kart games, like PD Piranha and stuff like that, like it's weird that he's not even in this game. Like, really? You have a Pianta and a Cataquack in the game playable, but you don't have PD Piranha. And then, yeah, there's no like Diddy and stuff like that, which is very interesting. So, I don't know. There's just some things there's like stuff I really, really like, and then there's some choices here that I'm like, I don't really like, so. It's a mixed bag. But again, I won't judge it until like they're finished doing content for the game, because I know there's still going to be stuff that they didn't even talk about here, so. Which I think it's probably smart they didn't talk about DLC, because if they did, then and if it comes out that it's paid, then yeah, people are gonna be. I think that's gonna cause a ruckus online. So, but yeah. I think with that though, that's it for the Mario Kart World Direct here. So. Yeah, so I'm kind of glad I kind of slept through it, honestly. I'm glad I kind of watched it after the fact. It's a lot of the same that we've already known from like the Switch 2 Direct, and of course seeing footage from it from the Treehouse and stuff like that. So wasn't really too much really new here that I'm like, yeah, right? So I'm kind of glad that I kind of watched it after the fact. Am I still excited for the game? Of course, I am. It's obviously going to be a game that we'll be playing here on the channel 100% for sure. Even if the price for it will be a harder sell to convince people to play it, obviously. So, because yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot. I mean, would I prefer paying 80? Yeah. I mean, 100 and something bucks is a little bit of a stretch, I feel. So, but I feel like it'll justify its price as I play it every week and whatnot, right? So that's kind of how I look at it, really. So, again, there's things I really like here that I'm excited to try out and whatnot, and there are some decisions here that I'm like not too happy about, but yeah. But still looks like it's a fun game, I will say, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. So, yeah. But again, we'll see. We'll see when the game's out and everything like that, and what the general opinions are with the game here, especially when I get my hands on it too and see what I feel on it too, right? So yeah, and with that, that's that. So thank you everyone for coming by and watching the Mario Kart World Direct here. I appreciate that. The game is coming out June 5th, same day as the Nintendo Switch 2. So I'm still gonna try to see if we can snag one, of course. My idea is to definitely try to do a Mario Kart World Week, kind of like we've done with Smash Brothers, Animal Crossing, Mario Kart way back in the day for Mario Kart 8, right? So I kind of want to do the same thing for this game, just to showcase it and whatever, right? So that's kind of an idea that I'm planning at some point in June, so which I think would be a fun idea, but yeah, it'll just depend if I get the console at launch, if I'm able to snag one, right? So we'll see on that. So more information about that when we get closer to that one, when I do get one secured or whatever, right? So yeah, but yeah, definitely look forward to that. But for Let's React streams, probably the next one I probably will try to definitely do is going to be the Summer Game Fest showcase when that happens, and probably the Xbox one as well, which are not until June, actually. So it's going to be a few months from now until we get those. So we'll definitely be here for those when those happen. And of course, I'm assuming there's probably going to be another Nintendo Direct sometime in June as well, post the release of the Switch 2, because they got to talk about some other games that are still coming out, like Metroid Prime 4 and stuff like that. And there's probably some other stuff that they haven't even announced yet that they'll probably want to reveal there too, right? So whenever those all happen, we'll definitely be here for them for sure. So yeah. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody for coming by and watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give a like, subscribe for more reaction streams and stuff like that. Again, we multi-stream on both Twitch and YouTube, so follow me on both or subscribe to me on both, whichever. Yeah, look forward to more future Let's React content in the future for sure. So yeah. But yeah, I'll be back again streaming tomorrow, guys. We're gonna be here with more Chrono Trigger. We're gonna continue 5 more hours of it, and yeah, should be pretty fun. So definitely look forward to that. But yeah, with that being said, that will be that. So I appreciate everybody for coming by as always, and we'll see you all next time for my next stream and whatnot. So yeah. Or I guess Let's React stream as well. So you guys take care. Have a great rest of your evening, afternoon, whatever you say. And we'll see you then. Have a good one, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye.